Well, here's a nice website that gives out the 10 best programs for single moms. Or actually, grants. These are grant services, mostly money, and up to about $8,000. Now, they're in every state, but this says Illinois, but the same programs are in your state. This is by a nonprofit. It's a church affiliated nonprofit that helps single moms in Illinois or dads. I mean, they can't discriminate, right? All these programs, people raising children. So they should know about them, and they call us single moms because there's a lot more single moms, I think, than there are single dads. But there certainly are single dads too. So the main program now, what we do at Let's Go Help. If you remember Let's Go Help, we've got about 100 programs for every state. But these programs, these 10, are the same programs that are in every state. And then after that, they have programs that are separate. So no matter where you live, you can get going with these. Okay. First is SNAP. That's the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. And most people know about that. They call it food stamps or whatever. Electronic benefits transfer card they usually use, and it becomes pretty automatic now. The other thing is temporary assistance for needy families. That's TANF, temporary assistance for needy families. So they'll be in every any place in the country. I mean, you could just search Google for temporary assistant needy families and put your state. Then there's another program called General Assistance, and this is not in every state, but most states have this, and it varies even by counties sometimes in states. But almost about 40% of the, I'm sorry, about 40 of the 52 states have this general. It's a federal money, but some states decide, no, we don't need that. And that's usually handled through somewhere in your, the county level will know about that. And that goes up to about $6,000. Uh, the money for general assistance. And you could use it for basic needs such as shelter, utilities, childcare services, job training, employment opportunities, mortgage payments, child support payments, assistance for medical expenses. Okay, now you have also childcare assistance. Every state has that too. And there's not only one. So if you find one, you should look for others too. And this goes up to about $5,000. So that's important to have. Mortgage and foreclosure assistance. Again, there's one such organization called Mom Support Group. I like that, and that's a local organization in Illinois, and there'll be something similar to that. So you can always go to 211.org or findhelp.org and put in mom support group or mortgage help, foreclosure, anything you want. And that's a good place to start finding. Emergency rent assistance. Now, that federal program is still around, and there's also state programs for that. So if you have trouble paying rent, you have trouble paying, down payment, I mean, not down payment money. Well, they probably have that too. But actually, deposit money and things like that, low income housing, also housing vouchers and rent assistance. I mean, you could get families can receive up to $1,000 a month in rental assistance. Okay, and that's vouchers for that. So that's interesting to know about. And they will be. You could just Google, not Google again. I'd go to findhelp.org or 211.org and look for housing vouchers or housing, and they'll find it. Rental assistance, everyone has that. That goes up to $8,000. And there's even more. Some of them even go up to more than that. And that's national programs and local programs. Medical assistance, same way. That's available in every state. And of course, that's income determined. Crisis assistance is every state, every city, every county has emergency assistance money. So if you need, what they do, they give it to local charities, and then they give it to individuals. So the best way to find things like that is through your, again, Find Help or 211.org, findhelp.org or 211.org. Put emergency, put financial assistance, and you have to start calling. Don't just expect, oh, I'm just going to fill out a form on the internet and get the money. No, maybe, but don't count on it, because if you're counting on that, it may not happen, and then you'll leave the game without getting any money. So you got to stay in the game. till you get the funds. And remember, Let's Go Help members. Just ask us for the report on raising children, and there's 100 programs for every state in that. So let us know if you need that. Okay. And if you're not a member, that's okay. You take these things and you run and start, calling and seeing how you get help this way. You don't need me. Why pay me money if you could get it free? And there's ways to get it free. So start with that. 211.org and findhelp.org.